Happy Lions game night. Happy Lions game night.
Someone is happy.
Yes, we're going to plow through this show. The game starts at 8. But I don't have to see it all. I'll see enough of it tonight. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing well. And welcome to TFT, Tarot for today. Divine Dabblings with Purple Boy.
Purple Boy.
Purple Hat Boy. And me, Banshee.
Burp and pain. Purple rain.
Purple rain. Yes, well, this is no purple rain. This is the Seasons of the Witch Oracle, which we'll be using for our card for the collective. Everybody who's here is on the list, Mary. Not a problem. We'll give you a general reading.
Hi, Jennifer. Thanks.
I'll be posting the list in a moment, just in case anybody else pops in. My goodness, I didn't have an earthquake on my bingo card for the end of 2024. California got struck with a 7.0 today.
Yeah, that's a big one.
It's a big one. They had a tsunami alert and everything.
Hi, Kara.
Oh, hi, Kara. I will add you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, here's the place where you can vent. Just go ahead and take it out on me.
No, don't rage on us.
After all, I am a man, too.
Don't rage on us, but I'm sorry to hear that. And you know, it's funny because we've been having some very confrontational cards this week. They're challenging cards for our cards for the collective on social media. Since last Saturday, every single card has been reversed. Will that trend continue? Stay tuned.
I had an older brother who was kind of bad to me, and now they're gone.
Oh, nice way to put that.
I know.
You would think you'd put some of that to rest by now, Mr. O.
I think about him once in a while.
Apparently not in a very great way. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Hey. Clear your head of all negativity and pick a wonderful card for the collective.
Do you remember what Howard the Duck used to say? He would say, I'm not negative, I'm angry.
Well, that's what Kara can say today.
But I'm not Howard the Duck, so I'm not going to say that. Why are you looking at me like that?
I don't know.
If you don't know, who would?
Pull a card.
Pull a card.
What do you got? Gratitude.
I'm really grateful.
What a nice card.
Gratitude.
It's an absolutely nice card. Let's not focus on our anger. Let's focus on what we have to be grateful for. Here we go. For our ancestors, every day became a celebration of life. We have lost the drive for survival in this way. Today, social media and the hustle are our main priorities. So much so that it's easy to forget the joy of festivity and celebrate how... Wait, I'm reading the wrong thing. I am. Gratitude. Keywords are acknowledgement and appreciation. All that I am and all that I'll be, forever in gratitude, I'll eternally be. Sorry, I was reading the page before. Okay.
Mercury's retrograde.
Yeah. It can be challenging to find gratitude in times of distress and chaos. How true that is. But those are the best times to lean into what you have to be thankful for. Gratitude is like an anchor, holding you steady when the world around you spins out of control. Most of us are thankful for the big things like a new car, money, or finding someone you love. But what about the small things, like that perfect cup of coffee, Mr. O?
You want
in
coffee?
The morning.
Yeah, let's have coffee.
Or hearing your favorite song on the radio. You can even
You want me to sing a song?
No!
Oh, you're not very grateful for that.
You can even be grateful for I can be grateful for you not singing.
Fair.
You can even be grateful for things that haven't happened to you, such as not getting the flu this year. There are so many ways to bring gratitude into your life, and the more you do, the more you will see your manifestations coming to pass. You have pulled the gratitude as a reminder to be thankful for your situation, no matter the circumstances. You may not understand why this is happening to you, but trust that it leads you towards a divine purpose. The universe needs you to feel appreciation, just like you and me. The more you can be grateful, even when you'd rather complain, the more the universe will respond in thanks for your acknowledgement. Gratitude may also help you to see your situation from a new point of view. So, there are some hard lessons we have to learn in life, and we should be grateful for the ability to learn them. Sometimes we have to go through a school of hard knocks to learn things. So, whatever is happening to you, look for the silver lining there. I guarantee you, in most cases, there is one. The camera went out?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see it. Well, I'm still talking, so I'll do that.
Nothing will ever stop you from talking.
And you can...
And there we are again.
There it is.
It's going to be one of those kind of nights.
Maybe we have a ghost in here.
Maybe I was trying to moon the audience and security understood. No, I wasn't doing that.
But anyway, an attitude...
It was Victoria's fault.
She just came in. You did it. Our camera just went out. But anyway.
But now it's back. And so are you.
And we are grateful that Victoria's here. We're grateful that all of you are here. Yes. So remember that with the gratitude card. Be grateful for the small things as well as the big things in life. Am I a small thing?
No, I was thinking of something else.
Okay. All right. I'll get Victoria on the list and then I will post it. All right.
No kidding. Yep, something else was going on.
Ah.
Holy cow.
Well, we've had some shenanigans here lately.
Eeny, beeny, chilly, weeny. The spirits are about to speak.
All right. V is up first.
Okay,
Hi, V.
Hi, V.
I think V may have posted a question. I don't... Yes, she did.
V did post a question.
What are Dre, the Leo's current feelings towards me? No contact since the 19th of last month when they had an argument.
And I'm going to use my new Midnight Boulevard. I just used it on yesterday's Goth Tarot. It's a fabulous new deck. It's kind of a horror tarot in its own way, but definitely suitable for Goth Tarot. So let's take a look at that and get going. Oh, there's a disconnect notice.
Oh.
But it reconnected again, too.
How weird. Yeah, I don't know why that keeps happening. Well, anyway, good to see everybody here tonight. We have a Lions game, so I'm going to try to keep Mr. O on point. Good luck with that.
Oh, I'm so sorry you missed
So
your
our
game.
Oracle and other card might be a little late tonight as I try to get them done in between things.
I kept up my end of the bargain.
I know. It's been a rough day, but the mortgage situation is straightened out for people who know that. I've been talking a little bit about it online. We will be paying our mortgage off shortly, and everything is under control there. I can breathe a sigh of relief now.
Okay. V, your first card is the reversed Two of Swords. I'm just going to throw them all out, I guess.
But our condo association fee just went up.
And then it's the
Unhappily.
reversed Six of Swords. And then finally, it's the upright Three of Cups.
So reverse Two of Swords, reverse Six of Swords.
Yeah.
That is so weird. And the Three of Cups, and I'll tell you why. Because in one of my Lions predictions, I had that combination together of the Two of Swords reversed
Get out.
and the Six of Swords reversed. Weird.
Well, you say, what are the Leo's current feelings, and you haven't had contact? Oh, here is Banshee with the Lenormand, which is a key. Maybe it's the key. And poinsettias. Is that the flowers?
That's the lilies.
The lilies. Whoops, sorry.
It's okay.
All right, so there's something here, all right. The Two of Swords sort of indicates that maybe a time of thinking about things, thinking about what someone is trying to manifest, perhaps, has ended or is ending. Maybe the feeling the Leo has is that they are moving on, perhaps, or they've decided something. They've either decided maybe they're done, or they're still working on what they're thinking about.
That is a really good point. I mean, I'm thinking about this here, V, and I'm wondering if they have moved. They're thinking about moving on. They have made a decision. It seems like they've decided something. And if you haven't heard from them, since the 19th of last month, it may be that they've decided to move on. Although I'm not sure. They may have decided to stay, too, because of that Six of Swords reversed.
Uh-huh.
So that's why I'm going to leave it a little bit open. They have made a decision. It may, in fact, be to stick this out. And the Three of Cups is there, too, which indicates, it's upright, isn't it?
It's upright.
Well, I tend to think the more positive view of that.
Sure.
That they might be wanting to come back. They want maybe companionship again with you. I think. But I think this is going to be really slow to play out. And I think it's with that poinsettia there. I don't know why. When I saw the lilies pop up this time, I thought to myself that maybe it indicated that this might take a little while. This might be a slow growth to getting them to reestablish contact. Maybe you'll feel differently, but that's where I'm at.
I almost feel the same in some respects.
Okay.
I'm just going to go more branding here and just say the Three of Cups towards the end of the reading there of the top. Well, V, to me, that says that maybe his feelings are about a happy ending. The Three of Cups is kind of like that. It's like a celebration of people coming together, or two people coming together, however you want to look at that. But everybody's happy, a happy ending. So then I look back towards the reversed Six of Swords. And the idea with the Six of Swords, one way or the other, is that somebody feels like they have a situation that causes some kind of pain. They either want to move from it, or they want to figure out how they can maybe deal with it. And so the idea is that maybe they felt there is pain in some situation that happened. Maybe it was because of how the argument happened and what's happened since then. So maybe they're at this kind of inflection point, and I think that's typified absolutely by what Banshee said. The lilies and the key, they feel they want to evolve or grow through this. So their lack of communication may not necessarily mean they are done, because it does seem like maybe something else is going on there. And we don't know Leo's whole chart, but one thing I know about Leos is they don't like to be wrong usually. So if they are wrong, they try to make it look like they're not.
Okay. Cutting you off. No, I wanted to go over this just a little bit again, V, to say they've made their minds up. They may not be happy with conditions as they are between the two of you, but they feel like there's a need to come back. They feel like maybe that, other things out there they're just not finding as exciting as what they had with you. Maybe that's what it is, but they feel like even so, they recognize that they're not totally. I wish you luck with that.
Good luck.
Yeah, I got the disconnect too now suddenly.
But it seems like it comes back because
Comes
it says
right
that.
back. We don't know why that's happening.
Well,
Very strange.
Victoria brought her wild ass energy in the room. No. I'm
Anyway,
sorry. Oh, Mr. Oberon made a swear word.
I have a new deck I am using today.
Jennifer, important message from my angels I need to know right now.
I have a new deck I brought today, the Forest Felines
Aw.
Tarot, and it's very cute. You can show the back of the cards, Mr.
Hello,
O.
Sunny.
There's the back of the cards. It's a whimsical little deck.
You're cold. We're like at 13 degrees, right?
Yeah, but I don't know that she's saying cold. She's talking about the cold-ass energy.
Well, cold, wild, whatever. I'm through with it. Quit it.
He's like, it's so cold out. We had to go out today because we were straightening this thing out with the mortgage, and I know what I have to do now, so I'm good. But the thing is, we went out in that cold. There was wind. It was so cold out there. I had to haul out my January,
Ooh,
winter
that is
coat.
cold, Victoria. What the hey? That's
Oh,
cold.
wow, that is bad.
That's really cold for you
What?
guys.
We're
Stay
going to
warm.
be,
No going out to the gym. You don't want to come out into the gym and it's cold.
we're going to be like
Oh.
18 tonight, but it's going to feel like 8 degrees. It's going to be awful tonight and into tomorrow morning. I don't know if I even want to go to the gym tomorrow. It's going to be so cold. And then next week, we're back to the
Snow?
40s and 50s.
Ari has snow.
Ah! We have some
We had a little bit of
dusting
snow.
on the ground. The other side, the western side of the state, got hit pretty good.
You guys stop talking about cold. Oh, wait, I started it. Sort of. All right, Jennifer. We are not just going to goof off all night. What is the important message from your angels
All
that you
right,
need
my
to know
reading.
right now? That's going to be your reading, isn't it?
You betcha. Oh. I got the Two of Cups reversed. Not a good message from the angels.
It's on you then, but hopefully everything will work out, Victoria. What is that? Two
Of saucers. What is a saucer? A vessel.
cups.
Yes.
For a minute, I thought you said two of sausages. I'm sorry. Fire, fire, come to me. I deserve warmy, warmy. Okay, so what is the message of your angels that you need to know now? And it's the Two of Cups reversed.
I think the angels are speaking about. Oh God, who is up? Jennifer, right? Jennifer, I think the angels are speaking about a possible rift with someone, to be aware that, words matter, how you approach people matters. The angels might say that, and of course, you don't have to take any bad behavior from someone else. So I guess what the angels are trying to say here is you may have to determine whether a relationship with someone, whether it's a romantic, platonic, employment, a job even, is good for you or not. And it's possible it may be time to make a break from what is not helping you.
There is a little bit of a feel that maybe you know about this because it either has happened or it's in the making, or it may catch you blindsided, but the angels want you to know that this is going to happen and that it maybe, shakes a lot of the faith or trust that you had in what your connection was.
Yeah. So why is that important? It's something that you're connected with that you're going to have to part ways from, and it's not going to make you very happy. So why is that important? Well, okay, it's the Four of Saucers reversed. That's interesting to me because apparently there may be better options or things out there for you. In other words, don't sell yourself in a situation that isn't good for you. There may be something better opportunity that's coming your way. And this opportunity may mean that you have to leave something or someone behind.
Are you trying to move? I don't remember if you're one of the ones who've asked us about moving questions, or if it's something like making a really big change in lifestyle or something like that. But I get the feeling that that Four of Cups reverse says this is important because you have to make some sort of informed decision now, or you will have what it takes to make an informed decision.
Okay.
So,
I see that.
Where will this lead?
Well, it's another reversal, and I've scattered and mixed these things up. It's the World reversed.
Okay, so I did sort of remember that. It may be tied into that. That may be something about what the angels want you to know, why it's important.
It's about the job, too. Okay.
So what is this?
It's the World reversed.
So where it leads to is maybe the change happens, but it's not exactly what you want. I think we covered that before, that you may have to do something that maybe will be temporary, or something isn't exactly ready exactly now.
Well, it's true. Where it leads to is this sense that, something is not finished yet. You're not done. So I don't know, if this has to do with a job or a personal relationship.
Right, it could be something else.
But I want to finish. But it seems as though something is not done or completed. And that it doesn't mean that it won't be. That World reversed is not a bad card in that respect. It just means that you have more work to do to make, this break happen, to maybe make this change happen.
Well, it's the candy cane, which is the cross, and that does indicate something ends, something has a big change.
No, that's grief and sorrow.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's not the coffin.
You're right. I apologize, Jennifer. That is not what it means. It means grief and sorrow.
With the gingerbread, which
and
is the garden.
And it's the gingerbread man. So it may be connected to some kind of change. The gingerbread man is sort of like the public or the public persona, or the overall kind of idea of your environment from a public point of view.
It could be socializing, it could be social media. And so what I'm thinking here, basically what this is saying to me, because this is a season of joy and get-togethers with people, etc., that whatever's going on here may be affecting your ability to connect with others. Oh. And that might be causing you some grief right now. You know, maybe, for example, if you're not getting paid enough, you have a job, you can't buy gifts for people close to you. So it's causing you some sorrow. If you can't get moved in a place, so you're in between things right now, that could be causing you grief because you just can't pull it together, you know, to celebrate the holidays the way maybe you would like, you know, however you celebrate them. I get the feeling it may have something to do with that.
So ultimately, the angels want you to know that what you're going through is part of the cycle, and that where it will lead to will be a smaller victory than maybe what you want, but still with that idea that you can still try to do better as you move on.
Well, I would just say it a little differently from my perspective for that card. I looked at it not quite in the same progression you did. You have to let go of something, let something go, because there's some greater opportunities awaiting you. But, you know, it's still, you're going to have to do some work to make this develop. That Four of Saucers is reversed, and to me, what it's saying is don't let your guard down. You have to look for the opportunities. They're not just going to be like really front and center. I think you have to look for them. And so it's going to require some work. And I think that's what the last card is saying. That's where things are headed. You have to keep your eyes open now for opportunities that may come your way that could better your conditions.
Yeah, and this is not the best time for that, but you can still do it.
So good luck with that.
Hi,
Hope
Tanya.
that made sense. I will add you, Tanya.
All right, thank you, Jennifer. Good luck.
All right, so we are on Libra.
You're welcome, Jennifer.
There we go. Thank you. Cute little deck. Okay, let's whoops.
And Libra wants to know if they made the right move with the situation with their kids. Okay. And I'm
okay.
going to continue using the Midnight Boulevard.
How do you want to do that?
Do you want to do a yes or no?
I think we should.
Yeah.
I think we should have
The regular one?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
And
the
then-
other one's just used if we're already doing a reading. Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to do our yes or no. Did you make the right decision?
I shouldn't keep this in here. Okay, but it's there if we need it.
The right move with the situation with my kids. And that's so important.
It's very important.
Sonny, you're all comfy there. I showed one of my co-workers a picture of Sonny on the table with us, and they said, that is a humongous cat. And I thought, no, he's not. But we're so used to seeing him. He just doesn't look that big to us. But he is quite the big. All right, Libra. Did you make the right move?
All right. Boy, are you purring away. Got something on your eye. Let me... There. There. Is that better? Yeah. Wow, definite yes?
Definite yes.
Good, because they'll be interesting coupled with what I have. But that's
Okay,
good.
so it doesn't happen often, but you had a definite yes.
You made the right decision.
You made the right move.
There's not much we can say there, but there's some nuance for sure with the Lenormand.
3 aces means definite yes. Okay, the mountain. And the book.
I guess with the book in the mountains here, what it's saying to me is that you're going to find out that there are still challenges ahead. Regardless of you making the right decision, that doesn't mean this isn't coming without some challenges. So, it may be that you did the right thing for the kids, but they still may have some struggles with the decision. They may struggle with it a little bit, but overall, you did what was right. And so it may just need to play out in time. You may have to talk to your kids. The book being here with the mountains too maybe indicates to me that maybe you need to tell them to discuss their feelings with you, and that it is okay for them to openly discuss their feelings with you so that you understand.
And that's another way of looking at these cards, because what you may find, since the question was about whether this move was the right one with the children in mind and the situation that you mentioned, finding out perhaps later, perhaps sooner, that they are going to need help or assistance, because maybe some of this is a struggle for them, exactly understanding where the denouement of this move goes to, what does it change in their lives, because you asked it that way. So I think, though, that the best part of this is that really you did the right move.
Well, you totally did the right move, but nothing is ever cut and dry in these kinds of situations. And so I feel here your kids will have mixed emotions, and you're just going to be dealing with some of these challenges as they come up. But overall, the cards are pretty definitive about, yes, this was the right move to make. So good luck with that.
All right. Thank you, Libra.
Aries up, Aries the Aries. Oh, let's see. What will I grab now? Let's go with this Yule deck. Was there? Oh, there it is. Has Jasmine gotten karma for... Uh-oh. Well, I'm not going to do a yes-no on that. Well, let's do 3 cards.
Yeah, okay.
I thought about it, but let's do 3 cards. We could always do that short one if we need it. Shame on Jasmine. She's a Gemini. Those Geminis. I have rising sign of Gemini, though.
Oddly enough, I know one I know rather well, one I don't know very well. 2 more or less long-term Saturn-Gemini relationships. One's a marriage for sure. I'm trying to remember who the other one is. And it just seems unlikely in a way, but apparently it works. Now, on the Scorpio side, that person is a October Scorpio, and then on the Gemini side, that person is a June Gemini. I have no idea if that's what makes the difference. All right, what you got?
Well, I've got the 2 of Wands, or candles, in this deck reversed. Boy, is everything going to be reversed today? But Ari might like that for this reading. The 6 of Swords is reversed. This tells an interesting story.
Oh, dear.
And the Ace of Swords is reversed.
Sometimes friends aren't really the friends we think they are. Isn't that true, though?
Well, you're wondering if they got their revenge, or not revenge.
Their karma.
Their karma. I'd say yes. Things have not been going incredibly well, whether it was with the guy they stole or in some other areas of their life. It looks as though the 2 of Wands indicates to me that some of their objectives or goals were not met. So whether that was in relation to swiping, that previous guy, or something else, I don't know. Do you want me to go on, or do you want to...
Let me comment here. Okay, so, yeah, I like this idea here with the 2 of Wands is sort of saying they... In the context of the question, Ari, it seems like they're really more or less forced to move on to the next stage. They
or
can't.
their plans have failed. Whatever, maybe they lost a job. There could be other ways this karma could have played out in their life, but some disappointing, setbacks to goals and plans have occurred.
Right. It's sort of a combination of the two.
Well,
it's like
it is a combination of the two. Nice one. I'll let you go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm seeing a combination of the first two, but I can sort of see where the third one adds it
all
up.
They all lead together. They do.
Right. They all lead together. It's like the combination here is because they really can't get out of the situation. And that's the situation with you, really. The idea that they lied to you, that maybe they think they're going to work their way out of it, but they can't. And so karmically, not only is that bad for them, just the idea that they realize they crossed and burned you. Maybe they weren't really such a good friend to begin with. But it seems to me like this changes their friendship with you totally, and maybe possibly affects other friendships with them.
I'm not relating the cards to the incident itself.
Okay.
I am relating it to the karma associated to the action they took. So it might relate to, the guy, the situation there, or your friendship with them. But I'm moving beyond that to how the karma affects them personally. And when I look at that Six of Swords card, it seems to me they've hit some real log jams in life. They're stuck in a bad place right now, whether it's financially, career-wise, whether it's with relationships that are unsatisfying or not good for them, unhealthy for them. Things are not working out. Okay, so?
I'm just adding them.
All right, you can throw them, but I didn't do the last card yet.
That's fine.
The last card indicates to me, with that Ace of Swords reversed again, you can take that card with that...
No, that's the Wands. Oh, it is the Swords. Sorry.
That's all right. I know my deck. So, but if you have a question, ask me. Ask me. So the Ace of Swords here goes right with that first card, the Wand card. And the reason is because that talks about plans or projects that have failed. That shows at the end an empty victory. So, for example, if this was about her sneaking behind, your back, etc., and doing this stuff, it was a real empty victory for this person, and they gained nothing from this. And as a matter of fact, their life might have tailspinned in a bad way after this whole thing.
Okay, I apologize because I thought that was the Ace of Wands. So now I see and agree with you that it makes better sense that way.
Okay.
So to me, though, the karma also involves the idea that that deception or being that deceptive person has put them in the situation now where they have to come up with some new choices or new ways. And maybe some of that's going to be tempered by what they learned about themselves. But maybe not.
I could go either way with that. I like what he said there. I could go either way with that. Like maybe they have learned something from this and will move forward in a new, better direction. Or maybe, they're looking at the next trouble they can cause somewhere else. I hate to put it that way, but the fox can be a sneaky, crafty character,
Well, it's like what I said before. I question whether they really were a better friend of yours or not.
Yeah.
Because of their actions, obviously. So I think that's how it looks.
She got defensive. Yeah, so that's how it looks. I think their life is not that happy or they had some repercussions. Whether they have rebounded from that, I'm not seeing it here. I think they have some, they're searching for a way forward. They're trying to think of a good way forward now. Because it's using your brain one way or another, either to be deceptive again or to make some smart moves. And of course, the crossroads is searching for direction. So, because they're stuck. That Six of Swords, they're stuck.
Yeah.
Not looking good for them, I say.
They can't really take advantage of the opportunities that the other cards could bring.
Good luck with that.
Good luck.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
See, sometimes getting reversed cards works in your favor. But of course, it depends on the kind of question being asked. Anyway. Well, these reversals lately is beyond me, though. It's just a rough time, I guess. All right, we are on Marijana.
Yes.
I'm probably sorry if I cut and pasted that in wrong. And what's the question? Did we have one?
I don't remember.
I'm searching.
Marijana, did you give us a question? I know you hang out here, so go ahead and give us your question if you're here. You're up now. And then Estelle, who has given us their question.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it, so...
No, if you're here, though, give us your question, or we'll have to put you at the bottom of the list if you come back.
Which my game is starting in 15 minutes, so... We're not shutting the show down. Don't worry, people. Everybody on the list
Right, we wouldn't
will
get through all the
reading.
other readings in 15 minutes, so... Try as we might.
Okay, Marijana, if you're here, please write your question.
It's do or die time. Meanwhile, I will tell you that we are back Sunday for your questions from 2 to 4 p.m. in the afternoon, Eastern Standard Time. Also,
Meanwhile, I've been working on a promo graphic for our lightning round.
Okay.
Yes. When lightning strikes, will you be ready? Will you be ready, Mr.
Okay, I guess you're
Yeah,
not
we're
here,
gonna
so
go
we're going to
pass
move
on
on.
Marijana for now. I will put her at the end of the list just in case.
Okay, so then it is a cell. My question,
Cell, you
what
are
will
up.
Teet's future spouse be like? And soon will they meet? He's a Capricorn. Well,
And even though I put Marijana, it keeps taking the J out.
if what is what?
Marijana's name, if you look at the list, it keeps taking the J out.
Oh,
Whenever
okay.
I cut and paste it in there. It's like, good grief. So
Okay.
what was the question? Oh, I
Will
see it. What
Tita's
is
future spouse be like, and soon will they meet? He's a Capricorn. Okay.
You're doing it my way?
I almost would rather do it this way. The lovers.
Ah! Well, if you think
I was
that...
planning on throwing 3 cards.
Okay, go ahead. That was
Okay.
wrong because it was about a particular person. But go ahead, do it. We'll make it
Okay,
work.
so the first
I
card
will.
is the Lovers upright.
Yeah.
Seems to be a fortuitous card. The next card is the Two of Swords upright. And the final card is the Wheel of Fortune reversed.
So what will the spouse be like? I can't give you any physical characteristics here, unfortunately, with the way we did the reading. But I can say this, Estelle, they're very romantic. You know, we've got that lover's card right there. They wear their heart on their sleeve in a way. They're very romantic. With the Two of Swords
Upright.
it indicates to me that they're real thinkers. They may be a little bit slow to respond to things, but they're real thinkers, and they want to give everything a fair shake. They take their time because they're really trying to assess things before they make a move, a choice, or a decision of some sort. So even in the relationship, as far as the relationship goes, they may really be trying to, think their way through things before they commit to the relationship. And finally, with the last, I want to go through them all. Finally,
Okay.
with the last card,
The Wheel of Fortune reversed.
they may have, it seems as though they may be down on their luck at times. There may be times in their lives that bad luck seems to happen. Whether they are accident prone, for example, or just have bad luck in some way. It's almost as if I would say, like if you know some of the what's the word? I'm trying to think. Superstitions, like going under a ladder is bad luck. It's like they're constantly through their lives, off and on, having these bad luck episodes, and I'm not sure why. You may go ahead.
I'm not sure if that was for you, Parius, but thanks for joining us anyway. When I look at this and I think about the basic question, Asel, I think that the spouse chooses Tite over somebody else, because the lovers is often a choice between two things. So I think, and the Two of Swords itself is somebody who's thinking about a choice. The Wheel of Fortune itself is just talking about maybe casting their lot with somebody who doesn't appear as lucky as maybe the other one. I think they choose them because they really feel they love them, but it's something that they arrive at realizing that fortune doesn't always favor TD's efforts, and so that the choice is more about love than about the sense of what they gain through the marriage material-wise.
So Tite is choosing somebody.
No, it's the spouse choosing him over someone.
Mike, what will Tite's future spouse be like?
She chooses him over somebody else.
Oh, I didn't understand that.
I said it twice that way.
Oh.
Okay.
Got it. Well, let's see what the Lenormand says.
So are you here for a reading too? Well, we can't read minds, so we just have to kind of go with the question and decide what the cards are telling us about.
Well, the cards can indicate some ideas. Snow Fox and Stocking.
All right, so from Lenormand we have the fox.
Well, I can say one thing, Asel. Remember how I said this person was going to be, very romantic? Very, very loving and very much into romance. They're going to be hot to trot as well. The fox can also be a sexy person, somebody with a lot of sexually attractive qualities. And Tite will feel this person is like a gift to them. That's what I feel like, that this person will be a gift to them. All right, you can go ahead.
Right. I feel this person is definitely somebody that feels highly attracted to TD and is attractive in and of themselves. I think that's what it's about, really, is that there's a great deal of magnetism between the two that maybe overrides, the prosperity or mundane questions. I don't know. I don't think the Wheel of Fortune reversed is totally bad about the future in terms of fortune. I just sort of says things like maybe happen in an unexpected way. So maybe also too the idea of them coming together is unexpected because there are some other differences between them culture-wise, whatever.
Well, Parlous, I would also say, for Asel's reading here that the stocking is the gift in the traditional Lenormand, and so that can mean a couple of different things. It's the bouquet, I guess, is what I want to say. It's the bouquet in the traditional Lenormand, which could be a gift, happiness, or joy. So I have a feeling their romantic, intimate life will be very pleasing.
Right. In this particular Lenormand, they're using Christmassy symbols, but the card is really the bouquet, which symbolizes a gift, either coming to or from, the person. Okay.
All right, now.
So now we're going to do our when part. Did we wink off there? Looked like we might have.
Okay. Well, this is really strange. And of course, maybe I should take it in your culture, Asel. Before the next holiday, and then it says, you have to remain consistently positive. Once that happens, within 2 months. So I would say this, that it's possible they could meet this person within 2 months of the next holiday. If they keep an open mind and an open heart, it's possible that they could meet this person.
Even before she pulled those, I got the feeling like it would be more soon than not that it would be within the year. And I don't know what your major holiday coming next would be over there. Yeah, wearing a stocking might keep you from getting frostbite. I get it. All right, so that's what we had, Estelle.
Good luck with that.
And we are going to move on to...
It is Mary.
Mary the Aries, who I believe asked for a general. I know, but Estelle is coming over from India or those parts, so I'm not sure if they celebrate Valentine's Day.
Right, I would assume it's the next major holiday in your tradition, so whatever that would be for you, Estelle, good luck.
When we do the analytics, we get about 10 or 15% of our viewership on average from about 12 hours opposite us. Just depends. All right, so Mary the Aries.
What was that in relation to? I didn't get that. Okay. I'm
just checking to make sure it was a general. Yep.
Okay. And I'm going to use...
And tomorrow morning will be the Emotional Exchanges, my weekly forecast for relationship kind of questions, personal or otherwise. 2 cards for each sign of the zodiac. And it drops down at 7 o'clock a.m., but you can get it anytime thereafter. It's up for about a week.
Excuse me.
That's the Sunny.
That's our Sunny boy, Sun Man.
Everybody notices the big orange cat.
I get an upright card, but it's not what I wanted to see. It's the 9 of Swords. And then I get the Page of Swords reversed. Story of my life here. Oh, but that's a nice happy ending of Swords. It's the 10 of Coins upright.
Lenormand gives us the Mountain and Father Time, who is the Sith.
Okay, that's okay. I don't know, Mary. It shows some anxieties perhaps coming towards you. I don't know if you're experiencing them now or if they are up and coming. The 9 of Swords is upright, and I think it's saying here, are your fears valid? Are whatever's keeping you awake or causing you distress or stress, are you making a bigger deal out of it than maybe you need to, or is it real? I have a feeling it may be real. The Page of Swords is here reversed, and it could indicate to me that maybe this is about some harsh words with someone or some difficult conversations that had to be had with someone. 'Tis the seasons when families get together or people gather, Or who knows, maybe something sets somebody off at the workplace and something is said that maybe might have been better left unsaid. Whether it's by you or by somebody else, and you're getting the fallout from that. I'll stop there for now.
In and of itself, the Nine of Swords presents now at the holiday season because the holidays bring a lot of anxiety to people. Sometimes it's about, the pressures of feeling like they're doing everything right, that they're remembering all the right things. And sometimes it's just a sense of anxiety or even sadness because we think of those who are not with us anymore to celebrate that. And it may lead to the idea that, words are mistaken. Hi, Wendy. It may lead to the idea that sometimes we misunderstand, we have misunderstandings or confused perceptions of words, or we weren't diplomatic enough when we said certain things. I do feel that this affects you maybe in a place or situation where you feel bonded with people. So that could be your family, but could also be a close clique of friends, a neighborhood crew that you're tight with, co-workers, anybody like that where maybe you have kind of a bond over that. Maybe this is affecting from that direction that is possible. Or maybe it just has that feeling now because the Ten of Coins sort of presents the perfect sense of what the holidays are like, family and being together. And of course you don't feel that necessarily if there are things that are distracting, like, arguments or anxieties.
Yeah, it could be a holiday thing. I can't rule that out, especially with the Ten of Coins there at the end. Maybe are you fearing some confrontation when family gathers, which is that Ten of Coins? Could it be about money? Could it just be about other things? The Ten of Coins is generally a positive card, but it has these two somewhat challenging cards before it. So it's making me feel that it could have a connection with family or close friends. It could be in the workplace because, hey, we're all at close quarters, except for those of you who work at home. I won't mention names, but you know who you are. But still, even when you work at home, you have to deal with them virtually too. And so it's like I feel here there's some worries about communications.
But I'm getting a different feel from the Lenormand because Father Time is sort of cutting into those struggles.
Correct.
And so I think it could be saying, that in general, this time will move ahead where maybe those words, and it's kind of interesting, Page of Swords, Father Time with his scythe, just a slight mini vibration error, but maybe you'll be able to repair any damage you might have done that causes uncertainties or frustrations. If it's possible that your words got you into the problem, then maybe only your words will get you out of it.
Well, if it is your words, I'm not ruling out it's somebody else that's causing you all this grief and stress. So, it may not be you, but the bottom line is of course, I see that too, Mr. O, because clearly the family gathering is going to happen. It's just that there are these fears and anxieties leading up to that there may be words or a confrontation. And it looks as though you could probably cut through these obstacles, either by trying to reconcile or just say, hey, can we put our differences aside for the sake of the holiday? Whatever the case may be, maybe you'll be able to cut through, whatever this brick wall is here that you're facing. And, maybe somebody who is stubborn, maybe somebody who just wants to argue. And maybe you can just say, wait a minute, we're going to cut this right here and now. We can resume this some other time. That's kind of where I was leading. So that's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
Good luck, Mary. Kara is up.
Kara is up. Woohoo to that. And Kara Kara got her own Norse goddess rune oracle. How cool is it, Kara?
All right, I'm going to use
Did I just cut Kara off? Whoops.
I don't know, but she's there with her question.
Yeah, I had her on the list.
And I'm going to use the former Coven's very own tarot deck, the Crow's Magic Tarot that we used for many years as our Coven's Tarot for our Coven question.
And now I have Kara Victoria together. Look, there's no comma between them. So it's Kara Victoria. No.
I occasionally use this for Goth Tarot. I like it. It's a nice hybrid of shamanic and mystical kind of ideas with the crow stuff going on and other elements. Definitely like this deck. Alrighty.
It is. It's such a nice package. That deck.
All right. What does Odin have for you? The Queen of Cups. Well, I think Odin is thinking you need to show a little bit of your softer side. Odin is saying maybe immerse yourself in your emotional intelligence and intuition, that maybe Odin feels like you can receive what you need to right now at this time by tuning in to your emotional quotient. It may be too that there's somebody who needs a little TLC from you at this time. Odin says maybe this is a call to that, to understand the emotional needs of people that are close to you and be able to reach out to them in various ways.
Well, maybe Odin wants you to calm down after that argument you were having.
Oh, right. Turn the other cheek.
I mean, I can't help but think that. But, you know, I think your Odin might also be trying to tell you to pay attention to your more sensitive side right now. Your intuition, your gut. Maybe, you know, some signs, synchronicities, some dreams might be coming your way. You know, I know the Queen is very heartfelt and very emotional, but she has that intuitive side. You know, she has that deep connection as well. And so I'm thinking here, he might want you to do that. Maybe this is a call to be using that deck you just got, you know, and trying to bond with that more.
All right, so why is this important then? And it's the Page of Swords, and the Page of Swords is upright. And
Yay!
It's got some baddie figures on there. The keywords underneath are captivation and entrance. So the Page of Swords presents as somebody who can be very charming and articulate and really knows how to figure in between arguments or things that are disruptions between people. So in context to the first card, it's not enough to be able to understand your emotional giving nature. You have to maybe wiggle it in a little bit of a nuanced way where you don't necessarily show partiality, you show diplomacy. And so if there's arguments going on, you maybe have to kind of take a different kind of road. I'm not saying you're taking the higher road. Maybe you're being more the devil's advocate of sorts.
Oh, slice and dice them. No, you know.
Slice and dice. I know, it's pretty cool, isn't it? Show that one again.
He loves this deck. Did I buy it for you years ago?
No, I bought it for myself. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, no.
It was the Coven's deck, remember?
It was, but who found it? Was it really you that found it?
Well, maybe you told me about it, but I'm pretty sure I bought it.
Anyway, I digress. So,
yeah,
Kara,
you do.
why is this... Well, we're not... Are we doing... Why is this important? So why is this important? Because... You remember I was telling you to be in touch with your sensitive, your more emotional side? Because I think something may be trying to come through to you. Odin, you know, I don't know if Odin will be sending you a signal or a message, but I feel like some sort of epiphany, maybe something new, some ideas are going to start germinating in your head. But it's only if you remain very receptive to, receiving messages, from your gut, from your subconscious. So pay attention to dreams and stuff.
Where will this lead to? It's the upright Nine of Swords. And keywords are crucified and tortured.
Joy. Well, where will this lead to? It sounds like anxiety. Well, this may lead to you potentially, I almost feel here, taking things out of context a little bit. Maybe you're not going to quite receive the message the way you should. And I mean, this is just from what I was, my intuition, my reading. I don't think it relates to what Mr. O said at all, but I think, taking this, and that's not bad, taking this out of context might be a problem here. Like maybe you just don't understand it, or it'll bring you some stress and anxiety because you're not ready for what this message is telling you need to do.
Well, I don't want to say that this is necessarily about what you came in the chat room with, the argumentation going on. But it could be talking about things in your life now that maybe do require a softer or diplomatic approach. And it could be saying that in doing that, you kind of commit yourself to working with those who may feel marginalized in certain ways. And so your role, Odin really wants you to kind of, I think, go in there and help people mediate some of the problems they have. And so this is sort of like Odin is saying maybe there's a thankless job for you that he wants you to do. And it could be talking about the personal. It could be talking about your dynamic with your brother or your family dynamic in general, that it's kind of like a den of misery, maybe dealing with certain people there. But maybe Odin wants you to do the best you can.
Well, and before I really throw these out there, I just wanted to say that maybe when I look at the Queen of Cups upright and that last card, the Nine of Swords, it indicates to me right now that Odin might be feeling you are very sensitive right now. And so watch how you communicate with others or how you take in the communications of others. Whether it's the argument you just had or it's something else entirely, Kara. And remember, let's not forget Mercury's retrograde, and I think it's safe to say communications are kind of wrapped into that a little bit. But here with the Nine of Swords, here, it's saying you might be blowing some of this up out of proportion, or maybe not quite, letting it stress you out too much. Odin might want you to not let it stress you out too much. I like that. Mm-hmm. Now we've got the poinsettia here. And the child.
That's the lilies. Oh, I love when these two come together.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Go away. No, come closer. Which is it?
Oh, why do you think it's that?
Well, child steps.
Progression?
Progression.
Right.
Okay.
So
okay. Yeah, you're right. It's not the exact analogy.
So I feel here that there's an evolution that needs to go on here. It's really easy to take this and, from a more raw children's point of view and react. And what you need to do is take a more mature outlook at this, situation when it arises. Be the bigger person. Don't be the child in the room. Be the bigger person in the room and take a more mature look at things.
Well, change is hard for a lot of people, so it does have to be approached maybe with child steps.
Wow.
And if Odin's role is for you to maybe affect some sense of balance here, then, that's its own sense of progress, that it's just sort of reaching an equilibrium, and that may be work enough that involves moving carefully and slowly, that you may be dealing with really recalcitrant kind of situations, or even within yourself, Kara. Maybe this is also saying too, that some parts about yourself need to soften and be approached with an idea that progression does take time, and there's no snap. Rome wasn't built in a day.
I guess I would just say this, that don't let it get under your skin. You know what? He treats you that way. You can just keep reminding him you are not a child, and just don't let it get under your skin, because ultimately you know who you are. And you can't control the way other people are going to act.
Nope.
Of course, you can, cease communicating. You can always say, if you're going to keep treating me like a child, I'm not going to stand for it. But I would just say here, Odin wants you to not be too sensitive and take it too much to heart.
I think that's true.
I'm almost thinking maybe this is about that situation.
Sometimes,
Kara, and I've said this before on the show, maybe a little bit differently, but when we come in the show with carrying something with us, like that argument, sometimes the cards will pick that up.
Right, it's like on happy hour too. Sometimes people, they have a question, they forgot it's happy hour, but maybe some essence of it arrives in the question because we heard it and we're shuffling the cards, thinking about it, even if we're trying, to think general.
All right, Victoria is up. Good luck with that, Kara.
Victoria.
The game has started. Oh, no.
Come on, make it quick.
Now, Victoria did have a ghost question, I think, right?
Maybe. Things. I don't remember.
I think you posted it, right, Victoria? Whoopsie. I just lost my screen.
I forgot.
There it is. Nope, that's Eerie.
Who is the male ghost that's hanging around me? I asked my dowsing rods who went through my list of dead loved ones.
So it must not be one you know, maybe. Let's see.
So you're wondering... Yes, okay. You're wondering if the ghostly guy is somebody new, who they are, because your other methods don't seem to think that it's somebody you should know or you may know. Well, that sounds like your question too, or that almost sounds like a version of your...
No, I'm doing 3 cards.
Alrighty. Thank you, Victoria.
Whoopsie. I don't know why I left that one out.
Looks like you get a bonus.
Yeah, you might get a bonus card here. I'm going to check that out right now. Oh, I think we're going to save that for the end. No, I think it belongs, but we'll see.
Oh, this is really weird. I accidentally pulled an extra card too from the Lenormand. I did.
You pulled an extra card there?
Yes, this is the extra card. I don't know. It was an accident, totally. Honest to bejesus. Can I see it? Because I haven't yet.
That's okay. We'll get to that. But let's start with this.
We're spooking ourselves out.
Pay attention.
Death reversed.
I don't know, Victoria. Could be family.
10 of Pentacles. Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups is reversed like death. And then the bonus card was the reversed Chariot.
Now, doesn't that tie in with death a little bit?
I'm going to put it at the beginning for no particular reason. Do you want mine there?
Yeah, let's just throw it all out
So the
there.
actual first one was the kitten, which is the dog. The actual second one was the North Pole, which is the crossroads. And the third one, not the third one, was the sun, the fireplace. You have given me a lot to think about.
Wow, this is really,
In the
yeah, I know
will.
it's very convoluted now, but I don't know why. Is it an ancestor? Is it somebody maybe
She
that
wonders if it's Uncle Pete, who she hasn't seen in 50 years.
maybe. But I'm saying I think there's a family tie because of the Ten of Coins. The Ten of Coins has an ancestral feel about it.
Okay.
So it could be Uncle Pete, but I almost wonder if it goes further back, in your family, in your heritage, in your lineage. And they may be wandering here. They may have been on Earth for a while. I wonder too if maybe have they been around for years or they just started to be? Is this energy something that just started happening for you? I'm curious about that. But
the idea of death reverse says that maybe it's stuck. There's an inertia going on. So maybe either the ghost is or the energy is stuck for some reason.
It's brand new. I'm wondering if...
But if it was your Uncle Pete, then it obviously followed you from wherever.
Well,
or
it's
showed up
brand
from
new.
wherever.
It just showed up. And I think here that maybe they've been visiting other relatives. That they have not just, they may have been somewhere else and have come to you now. But it's like what Mr. O said. They seem to be stuck here. And maybe it's because they feel they have to watch over the ancestral line.
Four Cups reversed, I feel like maybe they have chosen you for some reason, or they're choosing now.
Right. They're choosing now to be here. And the Chariot reverse seems to indicate that they're staying a while.
Yeah.
I feel like they're staying a while, unless you do something to move them on if they're making you feel bad. But if they seem to be an ally, talk to them, accept them, so long as they understand and, behave themselves, right?
Right. I mean, the Chariot reverse could also be saying, too, that there's a sense of a neutralness about them, that they don't necessarily want to push or detract to you. They probably want to be known by you or known to you, but they don't seem to have a specific agenda for some reason, is what it feels like. So why did they choose?
I guess I was thinking about the one you asked a question about now. And I'm feeling it's really this one that I'm focusing on because the kitten is here too, which means a close tie of some sort. That's like the dog in the Lenormand. Mm-hmm. And that indicates a friend or could be family because family can be friend. I feel that it also means to me that it's a friendly spirit overall. And with the sun here too, I think I
wasn't sure how you wanted to read them because this was the actual first card. This was the second card.
In a reading like this, I'm kind of not reading them necessarily all together as one. But I think if I did read them as one, I would say here, that you're going to realize, the sun can be about illumination. You're going to realize that this is a friendly spirit. That this is a friendly spirit who maybe has lost their way or has found their way to you. They've just found their way to you. And I think maybe there is some family connection here. I can't help getting out of my head that I feel they've been with some other relatives too. And they decided now was the time to come and see you.
Yeah, I get a feel for that. I wouldn't put it in exactly those words, but I think it's a pretty good idea here. To me, it feels like there's no specific purpose. They seem to be stuck or not willing to move on. There's definitely some sort of connection with the family, and I don't feel it's more recent family. And I feel like the only purpose is that they did choose to be here, but I don't even know if they know exactly why they want to be known by you. It could be because maybe you could help move them on. Maybe they've been moving around trying to figure out how to move on. They're at a crossroads.
Maybe, yeah, that's a good point. Maybe you need to ask your dowsing rods or your tarot if, in fact, they want to be moved on. or talk to them, see if you get a message.
It does feel like they're at a crossroads, and of course it's too tempting to say, here's the light, go towards the light, trust me.
There's so much, there's such a
There's a lot
cool
here.
reading in a way. There's a lot of nuance here. But I really feel the Death and Chariot together are basically about this spirit and their attachment here right now. They're stuck on the planet, or they choose to stay stuck here. They didn't want to move on, but are they getting ready to? Are they needing just a nudge forward? With that crossroads and the sun there, I can't rule that out.
Hey, did you ever read The Witching Hour by Anne Rice or watch that TV show? Maybe you are the last one, the Mayfair Witches. Ooh.
Interesting reading, Ms. Victoria.
That was a cool reading, Victoria.
Good luck with that.
Good luck indeed. Yes, we think there's a ghost. No, we don't know exactly why or who.
Okay, why did that happen?
Well, we kind of gave you some ideas there.
We try.
Alrighty.
Tanya's up.
Well, I don't know. That's a question for another day, perhaps.
And you know what? Just because.
The list is closed. She's done it.
It's game night, people. So everybody gets a reading that's on the list now. If Marijana's still with us, she can get a reading. But if not, we'll be on Wendy next.
Alrighty.
All right, so Tanya, what is the question again?
Hi, Tanya. And
Hi, Tanya.
did
I know
leave us
you
a question
posted one. I'll
earlier.
check for it.
I'm going to look for it too.
Current energies, feelings of V for Tanya.
Okay.
All right.
You're welcome, Victoria. All right, so I'm going to use the...
It is, Wendy. It so is. I'm sorry we got the Bears last week, but my prediction about that reading was so spot on. I still am kind of dazed by that one. Because I mentioned the Bears making a bad decision at the end of the game. And boy, did it cost them. They might have been able to win that game. Boy.
Can you tell me Tanya's question again?
V's current feelings towards them. You're welcome, Ms. V. You know we like those kind of questions.
So is this just 3 cards?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Feelings towards, yeah.
So it's the Queen of Cups, upright.
Oh.
There's that darn 6 of Swords again, and darned if it isn't reversed again. And the reverse 2 of Swords.
Oh, yeah, well, wait to check this out.
Snowman. Uh-oh. Stork. Well,
Tanya, I assuming here that, I don't know, you have not been speaking with V, I'm assuming? Or are you currently together? Or has there been some problems? It might be good to know that, because of the way this reading could go a couple of different ways. We are not speaking. That's what I thought. And so I would say this to you, Tanya, and this was really germinating in my head, which is why I had to ask you the question. The Queen of Cups indicates to me that V thinks well of you. thinks you're a good person, thinks you're a caring person, really does not have bad feelings towards you. However, their Two of Swords is in the middle, right, Mr. O? Is that the Two of Swords?
It's the Six of Swords.
Oh, it's the Six of Swords. However, nothing has changed in the situation of contact. They aren't really contacting you, or they're, staying silent or away from you because they're thinking of moving on. It's nothing personal. They've just decided to move on. They want a new beginning in their life, and they're going for it. And now I've just thrown in the Lenormand to that, because I see the person here with the stork making a new fresh start, a new beginning.
I think V wants to feel kind, emotionally proper in some ways. I don't know that the Queen of Cups always stands for intense love. It's more generalized than that. It's more emotional goodness. And the Six of Swords reverse, Tanya, does sort of indicate that maybe a person has decided to stay where they're at. And that may be the current status quo of not having spoken in a while. Or it may indicate that maybe there was already a thought or an idea that maybe this was going to happen. And so they're already resolved with their decision to some degree. Even though they feel like there's a sense... And a part of me wants to say that this says that maybe they think they're being kind to you, even though the question was more about their feelings towards you. But I think in their mind, maybe they think they're being kind by this behavior, or by the idea like, you should simply know it's over.
Is it one of those situations where they're thinking she's better off without me?
No, it's more like, you should simply know that I have moved on.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm not putting words on it.
All right.
So, sorry about that.
No.
And so then with the Two of Swords, it's what Banshee said. I think this talks about, deciding to move into another direction. And I get that from the Lenormand too. It's tempting to think that maybe for some reason I get the feeling like another relationship is already happening or possible there.
It's possible. Or they're just thinking they need to move on.
Yeah.
And they just don't want any hard feelings, I think. Maybe that's also why, the Queen of Cups is there. There are people who are just rude and they ghost you, or you have an argument and they don't want to deal with it anymore. There are people like that, and they just feel like silence will say it for them. It's too hard for them to come out and say, I'm done with you.
That's a good way of looking at it.
And so they let the silence speak for them, which really isn't fair. People should stand for their, for what they want. They should stand up and speak and let people know, and not keep people hanging and wondering, is it over? Is it not over? But some people are like that.
And if I had to start all over again, if we were like back in our 20s again and we had this, I don't know that I could deal with this. This is too weird. Sorry, everyone, but your idea about, social media and relationships, I don't think I could be a player here.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what you were talking about.
I don't know what I'm talking about either.
But I think, so if he hasn't contacted, I think he might be on another path or thinking about it strongly. He's not ready to even make a move to communicate. That was pretty clear with that Six of Swords reversed.
I think so.
Yeah. Sorry to tell you that, Tanya. It's the holiday season, and don't want to be the bearer of bad news.
All right, we are back to Marijana, and once again asking if Marijana is around.
Marijana, are you here? And you got to answer quick, because I'm not messing around.
And I'm going to mention that on Sunday is Banshee's Material Matters. It's a pre-record show, but we are live in the chat room, and we're pretty lively, too, in the chat room. We have a lot of fun. Kara's there, sometimes Fiber Magic's there, different people, Jackie from the UK shows up. So join us for some fun Sunday mornings. Get a really good reading about what the astrology says for your finances in the week ahead.
Last call for Marijana.
We're not done yet.
Kara. Well, Kara can leave.
If you have to leave, you can leave. But we're not done yet. All right, so I guess...
All right, Wendy is up, and I see she is posting.
Got a question. We're moving on to Wendy.
There we go.
Aha.
My newfound Scottish ancestors have...
Please don't go, Kara.
I like that.
Stay to the bitter end.
Stay to...
It'll
Look
be
at
soon,
Mr.
actually.
O begging. Like a little puppy dog.
I was told that if I blink my eyes and have empathetic, maybe you need to see.
And Wendy, just to add to the winning team thing, the Lions fans have suffered for so many years. So many years. But I don't know if you ever heard of the Lions curse. This is a real thing. Maybe I'll DM you about it sometime. But Peyton Manning, and what's the actor's name? Jeff Daniels. May have broke the curse. They literally did something at Ford Field right around the time, either just before Dan Campbell came or when Dan Campbell came, and broke the curse. It's so hysterical. I mean, yeah, but I don't know if you heard about what Peyton and Jeff did. It was on one of Peyton Manning's shows, and I don't watch these things, but I heard about it. And I saw a little clip of some of the stuff they did, and they were definitely using some sympathetic magic there. And it was pretty interesting.
We made a boo-boo.
What?
Well, we didn't put Parlis on the list.
Well, Parlis never said you asked.
I guess so. They said they were thinking.
Yeah.
If you want a question, we'll have to do it after Wendy's.
Did you see that, Carlos, or you know about it? It was pretty fascinating. Well, Jeff Daniels, of course, is native to Michigan, and so he's a fan
okay.
of the Lions.
Yeah.
And I think that's why him and Peyton got together. It was Peyton's idea, though, I think. It's pretty interesting.
Well, an actor who's getting a little long in the teeth is always looking for some media exposure.
As a matter of fact, Jeff Daniels lived in the town where Mr. O's parents lived for a number of years.
My folks lived in Chelsea, where Jeff Daniels is from. In fact, Jeff Daniels notoriously stayed away from Hollywood, raised his family in Chelsea, and I believe he was a coach or an assistant coach or substitute coach on my nephew's football or baseball team. I don't remember which.
Sometime, Wendy, I'll DM you on Blue Sky there and give you the lowdown on that. I mean, it's a real fascinating thing to me. I saw definitely, when I saw the little clip that I saw of it, I thought, why, that could have worked. And the timing and everything just makes incredible sense. Anyway.
Well, Chelsea is a magical town.
He also started a theater there called the Purple Rose
The Purple
Theater.
Rose, right. Purple Rose of Cairo, because that was the name of his movie?
Probably.
His movie was The Purple Rose of Cairo. It was a Woody
That's
Allen
probably
movie.
why he did it, I said. Yes.
All right, Wendy.
So the message. What message do they have for you? You've got the Page of Pentacles here.
I like that.
Well, I almost think here that you've discovered this recently. I'm thinking that with the Page of Pentacles, it may be saying that your ancestors want you to delve into this more deeply. They want you to find out more. And the Page of Pentacles can be a very inquisitive, curious, definitely an person who likes to explore things in depth. And so that's kind of what I'm getting from that card.
Well, I think of the Page of Pentacles as a possible mystical kind of scholar, not scholarly, but, looking into secrets, And so I think that this is saying, that probably you will need to employ some sort of mystical means to get into this more. You might want to have a seance, or you might want to do more card readings or something.
Mr. O, get rid of those shadows.
Which ones?
One Victoria mentioned. You maybe have to move your screen down? No, I guess not.
Is it on the stage screen?
There was a black shadow that was hovering over Mr. O. Then it shot off to his right-hand side. You're not seeing that?
She's having those those visitations again.
Do you have an arrow there, a blue arrow? Click on it, please. On your chat. There. Now you can find it.
Well, I have a visual right now that goes over that. Do you see that? Look on yours.
I know, but she's talking about there was a shadow behind you. Are you reading?
There were 5 ghosts with her at the podcast last night.
Okay, whatever. I just thought I'd bring that to your attention. All right. Sorry for we digress. But I really feel here this is a sign that they want you to delve deeper. Why is this important? Oh my gosh.
Are you talking about this thing? That's the cat tree. We need more drugs. No, wait, we had enough. Okay. So why is it important? Because you will achieve, you will conquer. Is that what you were going to say?
No.
Oh, okay. You were waiting for me?
Why it's important is this was a big discovery for you, apparently. I feel that that's what that's about. It's like, the Ace of Swords is a lot of things. There's a lot of mental processes going on, too, with that card. And I'm coupling it with the first card by saying it's important because was this like an epiphany for you? Finding this out, they realized that this was really a big discovery for you, and they want you to learn more.
Well, it is really big. I mean, the Ace of Swords is always about a big undertaking, some sort of great victory. So it is important that you follow this up.
So where is it headed? He's rushing me now.
No, I'm not.
Wow. It's the Seven of Swords reversed. You will uncover something. Things will be revealed if you explore this more deeply.
It's an epic story about your ancestors.
It's the Seven of Swords.
Look at that. It's the Seven of Swords.
I know, but it's reversed. And so it's like truths will come out. They don't have to be damaging or gossipy truths like Mr. Scorpio here is alluding,
Why
but it
not?
could be. But it could be.
You could write a book.
Wendy, I wonder here too, have you ever been to Scotland? Maybe this is, maybe that's another thing too. Maybe this is going to put you on a quest to try to visit, this ancestral land.
Therefore,
it would be a dream of mine to go to Ireland. I feel connected to Ireland in some way.
It is a mystery. Okay, so the Lenormand gives us snow fox and polar bear. And of course, the snow fox is the fox and the polar bear is the bear in Lenormand.
I think this is going to empower you. And doing the work on this is going to be very empowering to you. So I would see what else you can dig up, if there's any way you can dig up more. I know I was a librarian, but I'm not that versed on genealogy research. And every time I've tried to do my own, I hit a lot of roadblocks. So I would just say, if you're really into this, see what more you can dig up.
I think Parlis and myself are right here. There is an idea of some sort of mystery, something that's worth uncovering about your ancestors and or, records from the past. And I think that would definitely be up your strong suite to put your own strength or power towards the task of discovering it. So I don't think there's this absolute mystery that you're going to Scotland to uncover, but I think your mystical look into this will turn up some things that maybe will make you look at genealogy. And you could probably look at genealogy of your ancestors back there. There should be a way of doing that. A lot of public libraries do genealogy stuff.
Right, exactly. You could find out something through, a big public library that has, some libraries have a genealogy service or department, so they may be helpful.
Hi, Jamies.
Hi, Jamie. You are
Sorry
late.
you've been sick.
And I'm sorry you are sick. So sorry. I was cutting off the show early tonight because there's a Lions game.
Yeah.
And so we did kind of cut the list, and I apologize for that. You can come back Sunday, and I hope you feel better, I'm sorry to hear that.
It's good
well,
to see
Wendy,
you.
whether you go there, sometimes it's not a matter of going for example, I uncovered a relative I didn't know I had down in Georgia, and they told me that they went to Poland to try to research my father's side of the family, but they ran into snags there. They couldn't get anywhere. And so, when you go to another country, it's maybe not necessarily to find out about your family, but if you feel that connection, it may be, nice to have that on your bucket list and go there and just see if anything comes up for you, burbles up. Maybe you too have had a past life at Scotland. I am convinced I had one in Ireland.
I think you definitely should do some mystical work on it. And I think you should maybe do some genealogy while you're still over here. I don't think you would accomplish as much going over there looking for it. You should probably go with the information you want to look at, the towns or places they may have been associated with, that kind of thing.
I think there's more to discover here, and I think they want you to do it. So good luck with that.
Thank you, Jamies. It's very sweet of you.
Thank you so much, Jamie. And Parlis, thank you. So you didn't want a reading, right, Parlis? You were here.
Yeah, technically, we get to ask you if you want a reading, Parlis.
But if you don't, she
gets to go watch the game.
I don't want to make you feel guilty.
That's my job.
That's right. All right.
Okay, well, come back on Sunday maybe. We also do something called Happy Hour, and that's on Saturdays.
And you don't have to have a question.
You don't have to have a question. If you just show up in the chat room saying, "Hi, I'm here," we will throw a card for you with a happy, positive message. All right. Well, we're not begging you.
No. All right. Well, thank you so much. I am going to enjoy the game, win or lose. The Lions are just fun to watch this year.
I'm going to do Mary Tyler Moore.
And I believe they are being shown nationally on CBS. So if you want to watch a great game, watch Detroit whoop, hopefully, the Green Bay Packers.
Go Lions.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for a great show. We will hopefully see you all very soon.
I'm gonna make it after all.
Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.